Oh, you're gonna like this one. Hit it, Charlie. Hi, and welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we've got some breaking news coming out of Schumacher Racing. Yes, finally that day has arrived that I've been waiting for what feels like forever. And that is the new release of a vintage buggy. Well, if you've been watching the show for a while, you'll know that I built this, a Top Cat, on the show. I'll put a link up here, go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Well, we get the next incarnation of that, and it's the Cougar. Basically, they changed the front end as well as a few other bits and pieces, and we're getting it released again at the end of this month. Now, there's a fantastic video that's just been dropped by Schumacher Racing. I'll put a link in the description.
So, what do you remember about the Cougar project?
Well, yeah, it was a natural evolution of what had gone before, but somehow it's a sweeter looking motor car. We had a good lad designing the bodywork in those days, a lovely fellow, not with us anymore, I'm sad to say, but that Chris, who designed all that, did a splendid job.
Go check that out, where they interview Cecil and also, I'm going to ruin his name now, Jürgen Luttenbach.
Hi Jürgen, this Cougar next to you is not exactly but similar to the car you won the FR Euros within the 90s in Antwerp, Belgium 2 years ago. What do you remember about racing at that time and about that race in particular?
I mean, that race in particular was a very special event. It was a very, very bumpy track, very soft soil. Actually, the drivers worked on the track to get it race ready. It was nearly an 8-scale size, so also in those days was a little bit, a special track, fast track, and very bumpy track.
And he won the 1990 European Championships using the Cougar. Did very well that year. It actually came in 1st, 2nd, 6th, 8th and 9th. And then went on to do really well at the 1991 Worlds in Detroit. So it is a pedigree vintage buggy. It's nice to see it still has the pin tyres like it did back in the day. They didn't upgrade them or change them to more modern tracks like Kyosho did with the Mid. So I kind of like that personally. Now, one thing that is a bit of a and I can understand why they did it, is if you're going to be running brushless in this car, you will need to upgrade the transmission like the Top Cat and the XLS did. I can understand it's to try and keep the price down a little bit, but the problem is it adds quite a lot onto the price of the kit, so it can get a little bit expensive. They have actually modified the battery tray for it now, so you can run modern lipos straight from the kit without having to modify it, which again is a really nice touch. So obviously I will be getting one on the show and building it and doing the whole usual thing that I do, so I can't wait. I've placed my order already, so fingers crossed we should get it towards the end of this month. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification, so as soon as I know more, so will you.